of VP Sara that evening was made after Yusek Lopez was arrested in the House of Representatives, detained, all electricity were turned off in her detention room, and that she was ordered to be transferred to the women's penitentiary, and so she broke down. That would have proven that these prior incidents uh, were the reason why um, VP Sara had an emotional outburst. After all, Yusek Lopez has been her city administrator ever since she was mayor of Davao. So, uh, in other words, she took it personally. That's why I think they backed out, because that would have proven that the utterances of pag pinatay nila ako, patayin mo rin sila. Kung sakali na patayin nila ako. In other words, hypothetical. But that emotional outburst would have been a great defense, because under Supreme Court decisions, emotional outburst is a good defense in grave threats.
All right. Good morning, Attorney Gonson. First question. After 5 days of testimony, has the impeachment trial clarified the constitutional grounds for removing the vice president, or is the debate still centered on the credibility and context of evidence?
Well, after 5 days, I don't think the prosecution did very well, because they presented weak witnesses. The first two witnesses were weak. They were not credible because in the end, inadmit pa ni Attorney Lotok na may mistakes ang subpoena and affidavit niya. And these were not, by inadvertence, because he said his alleged mistake was the same sa petsa. Sa petsa nung subpoena at saka nung kanyang affidavit, which Senator Amy Marcos pointed out, and Senator Escudero already emphasized na how could you have made an error in two documents? Same error in two documents, and you call it typo. I think in the first 5 days, the prosecution did not succeed in convincing the senators that they're
Ayan, ito yung sinasabi ko na mahina yung mga witness na pinahayag nila ay pinaupo nila doon sa una. This witness 1, witness 2, wala agent ng NBI naging pabor nga dito sa defense panel. Ito din yung sinasabi ni Attorney Guanzon, 'di ba? So hindi malayo na iisipin ng taong bayan pag nanonood ka talaga. Mapapansin mo talaga ito yung magiging reaction eh. 'Di ba? Ngayon, bakit biglang pinaatras si Zulaika? Ito yung chief of staff ni BP Sara dati. Ito yung kinontempt. Ito yung pinasok doon sa silid na gustong ilipat. Pinatayan ng mga electricity. No? So ito yung sinasabi na mayroon talagang naunang pangyayari bago yung press con, kasi matatandaan ko na lumabas yung balita na yun, nasa yung press con na yun lumabas sa social media na nasa isang room. Sabi ko biglang, bakit nasa press con? Dati sa labas naman sila nagpre-press con sa maliwanag, bakit biglang madilim sa gabi at sa kwarto? Ayun nga yung sinabing mga pangyayari pala, na may mga threat din po na natatanggap. At itong vlogger na yung nagtanong, so tuloy natin. Comment lang po tayo dyan sa baba para makapag-react po tayo.
For me, if I were a senator judge, I would not have been convinced that their two NBI witnesses were credible. Obviously, they were ordered as they admitted, by somebody from the top, even higher than the NBI director. So this it leads us to believe that this was really a targeted investigation meant to find fault and persecute Vice President Sara. It was not, in other words, uh, uh, without bad intentions, and that bad faith gives rise to lack of credibility and the conclusion that the BBM administration just wants to knock out Vice President Sara as a presidential candidate in 2028 because they cannot beat her in the elections since she's ranking very high in the surveys.
And why do you think the prosecution changed their mind and would not present Attorney Zulaika Lopez as hostile witness?
Hostile witnesses are allowed under the rules of court. Meaning, hindi mo siya witness, pero sa kabila siya, pero gusto mong makakuha ng testimony sa kanya to your advantage. So you're allowed to call witnesses that are not they're not going to testify for you in the normal scheme of things, no? So reluctant siya sa'yo or adverse ang interest niya sa'yo, and that's what Attorney Lopez was to the prosecution as Undersecretary of VP Sara. But I think they backed out because, number one, it's very hard
Ito.
to impeach the credibility
Hard to impeach.
of a hostile witness who is a lawyer, because generally lawyers would know that this is a trick question, and so they would know how to answer. But I think the more significant and reason why they backed out from presenting Yusek Lopez as a witness is because her testimony would have proven that the utterances of VP Sara that evening was made after Yusek Lopez was arrested in the House of Representatives, detained, all electricity were turned off in her detention room, and that she was ordered to be transferred to the women's penitentiary, and so she broke down. That would have proven that these prior incidents were the reason why VP Sara had an emotional outburst. After all, Yusek Lopez has been her city administrator ever since she was mayor of Davao. So, in other words, she took it personally. That's why I think they backed out because when that pinatay nila ako, patayin mo na. Kung sakali, in other words, hypothetical, but that emotional outburst would have been a great defense because under Supreme Court decisions, emotional outburst is a good defense in grave threats.
Today, before the Senate resumes the sixth day ng impeachment trial, senators are expected to hold a closed-door caucus to settle procedural and evidentiary matters. And isa sa mga i-discuss po nila, and one of the biggest issues expected to dominate yung discussion nila is if the Senate will issue subpoenas for the Anti-Money Laundering Council records, BIR records, and then the SALN. And then, ang laging pinagdedebatehan dito is kung may kapangyarihan ba, wala pang malalabag na batas, ang mga senador, can they legally examine itong mga documents na ito if papayag sila na ipasapina ito?
The Senate now is a trial court. So each senator is a judge. Well, that Attorney Ligutan was objecting to Senator Marcos' questions and manifestations. You don't do that in court. Why do you do that in the Senate impeachment trial, Attorney Ligutan? You do not object, Judge. Akala ko ba veterano ka na trial lawyer? Imagine a senator judge talking and you are interrupting, Attorney Ligutan. Ba, you do that in my court? Talaga naman. Talaga naman. Di ka lang mamumultahan. Kukontempt kita. Nobody did that in my sala when I was presiding chair of the first division. You do not interrupt, number one, you do not interrupt a senator judge. You let the presiding officer do that. Number two, you do not say we object. You don't object to a judge. Ba naman ako. Attorney, Shadong show off eh. The other thing, in answer to your question is, yes, I think they have to talk about the rules because many of the, there are only so many, very few in the majority. Pangilinan is there now. As a Torchis is a presiding officer, and that really is not a litigation. Straight into politics. He has to rules and dahil wala siyang practice. So, the other thing is, dapat siguro pag-usapan na nila yung appreciation of evidence. Kasi, mahirap yung uwido kung sa music pa. You're learning notes, no? You're learning to play the piano and uwido lang. Hindi notes. So, kung ganyan lang, senators like Erwin Tulfo who are so used to just showing braggadocio, yabang. Hindi yan siya sanay na huwes pala siya.
Ano sabi niya? Yabang! May sinabi siya kanina, yabang! Yabang.
Dapat makinig siya, hindi siya magsalita. Ang huwes nakikinig, hindi siya nagsasalita, lalo na pag hindi niya alam kung anong sasabihin niya dyan. Kasi
Yan, comment po sa mga gustong magpa-shoutout dyan, no? Shoutout po sa inyo mga kababayan.